Hey y'all, you guys, I apologize for the late YouTubes. I was supposed to get this video out on Thursday at 3 p.m. no matter what. That's my goal every single week, and I actually wasn't able to follow through with that goal this week, only because I've had so much stack up throughout the week that it literally led me not to be able to record the content that I needed to post and edit on Thursday. And so yesterday, on Wednesday, I was like, yep, I'm gonna stay up all night. I'm gonna use my new Rode mics and I'm gonna be able to record and edit a YouTube video and post it before 12 a.m. And guess what? I ended up not being able to do that. I ended up staying up all night researching how to use the Rode wireless go-to microphones that I am now using right here. It's actually just attached to my shirt right here, and I pray to God that it's working so this YouTube video I can follow through with this. But this is gonna be a one-take wonder. In this YouTube video, I am gonna talk about specifically about the topic of cutting people off to live a better life. What that means, why people do it. I feel like there's been a trend that's been going around when it comes to improving your life and bettering your life, and a lot of it has to do with changing your environment. And so I would say one of the hardest ways to change your environment is to simply change it through not talking to as many negative people and talking to more positive people, talking to more people who give you critical feedback, and talking to more people who tell you what you need to hear versus what you just want to hear. So I want to talk about this because this is one of the best ways that you can level up your life. This is one of the best ways you can start to live an even better life. Anybody can benefit from this, but there is a right way to do it and there's a wrong way to do it. So I'm going to talk about the right way, and I'm also going to talk about the wrong way. And as I go through this, I want you guys to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and also make sure you subscribe. So when it comes to developing a better life for yourself, people view and they maybe, sometime throughout their life, they realize that maybe the people that they surround themselves with haven't been as supportive as, they are supportive towards them. Maybe, said person has gotten to a point in their life where they feel like they want to change their lifestyle. They want to change the way that they approach their day. They want to change how active they are. They want to change the way that they eat, the way that they sleep, the way that they talk to people. Now, that is really hard to do. That is probably one of the hardest things you will ever change in your life. Now, when people want to make a transformation, they gravitate towards changing their external environment, like their friendships, like the people that they talk to, usually first, because online, a lot of people say, cut people off. Don't talk to them. A lot of people who preach success, who want you to have success, sometimes they give you the advice to cut people off, to block them and never talk to them again. But you need to realize, and people do this, people cut people off because they might have good intentions. They may have good intentions to cut people off. because they want to improve their life, they want to get better, they want to feel better about themselves, they want more people who are supportive, they want to get rid of negative Nancy's. Like negative Nancy's as in like people who maybe call them fat when they say like, and they ask if I look good. Or maybe they're always rude. They always point them out for something that they are doing. They always point them out for something that they actually wish that they had, but they're twisting it and making it a negative thing about yourself. And so when you have those types of people, a lot of people want to cut them off right away. But I have a different approach, because sit back, listen, and think about this for a sec. If you start cutting everybody off in your life, friends, family, blocking their contacts, not talking to people, how is that solving the problem? How is that solving the problem of like you needing to communicate to them about how you feel? So this is for only if you have not communicated to that said person that you don't want to talk to anymore because you want to start living a better life. If you have already talked to them about how you feel, this doesn't apply to you. But if you have talked to them about how you have felt and how you have been feeling for the last long time when it comes to your mental health and your wellness, if you have not talked to them about how you have felt about how they support you, how you feel like you don't get any support from them, then it is time to talk to them, my friend. You need to sit down with them, ask them to go out for coffee. Ask them, maybe not a coffee shop because it's a public place, but maybe you maybe you just want to go for a walk, or just go have some dinner with them or talk to them. Because I'm here to tell you that you don't know what the other person is going through. The other person is human too. And so they might not know how you feel. You are a very special person. You have your own emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, but something you may have not thought of is that person who's negative, who you want to cut off so you can start living a better life, they might, and most likely, don't know how you feel if you have not talked to them about what kind of support you need. Needing support as in like, maybe they haven't listened to you in times when you're low, in times when you're depressed, in times when you're not feeling the best. Maybe they have not been there for you. Maybe they haven't held out a reaching hand. So you need to find and identify those values of support that you want. If you don't have those values, you're taking a step in the wrong direction by cutting them off, because you don't know what you want and your intentions are not true. Your intentions are not where they need to be. So figure that out first. Talk to them about how you feel, and if they reciprocate, if they understand and they're like, okay, I see what I've been doing, they explain what they've been doing, and they tell you that they're gonna correct it and they're gonna try, they see, they recognize and apologize, and they actually follow through with it, would it have been right and would it have been the best move to cut that person off if they're able to work on it? So I believe that everybody has the capability, the ability to change. Maybe not everybody, depending on who you are, but I believe at least everybody should be given a shot, especially in your life. And so before you cut people off to live a better life, to excel, to be high level, to be that high level player, that hustler, to run your own business and have no negative people in your life pushing you down, don't do it for your ego. Do it because you care. And the first step is talking to them about how you feel. And they probably still want you in their life too. But if they're truly toxic and maybe not able to change after trying at least once, then instead of cutting them off, this is number 2, Instead of cutting them off, add more of the people that you want into your life. The amount of people that are positive, energetic, that are aligned with your values, goals, and vision will be 10 times more. 10 times more. It will take 10 times more effort. It'll take more of your time to foster and grow those beautiful relationships that you are now embracing into your arms, rather than some of the ones that you don't. And so you don't need to cut people off. You just need to make a mental shift, figure out what you want, open up about how you feel, find what you want, and work on building better relationships. And sooner or later, everything that you've been working on will outweigh, meaning that you won't be talking to the people that you don't want to talk to as much, right? And everybody's their own person. Sure, people have bad intentions, but everybody has their own values. So what I am saying now may not agree with you, and I'm okay with that, but it will agree with some, at least. And what you say may not agree with some other people as well, but there's a lot of people who may gravitate towards you because of what you believe in. But there's a difference between being cold and a jerk versus being a good human. Not just a nice human, but a good human. A good human is someone who is willing to talk and work through how they're feeling and what they feel. And so I encourage you, after watching this video, if you want to live a great life, a happy life full of positive, enthusiastic, and maybe some people who give you some really good critical feedback that eats away at you, maybe you want to live a life full of growth. If that's where you want to go, I encourage you not to cut people off. I strictly encourage you to find the people. Step number one, talk to the person and the people that maybe don't have their values aligned with yours, and find those people, explain to them how you feel, and if they're willing to work on your relationship with them, then that's a keeper. But if they're not, and at the same time, even if they are, still look for the same people that you want in your life to better, not even just better, it's not even for selfishness. It's not even for those reasons. It's when you find those types of people in your life, the only thing you want to do is see them grow. You want to see them change. You want to see them develop. And when you have that in your life, where it's reciprocated on both ends, and this is not for selfish reasons. This is not a selfish talk. When you have that on both ends of the spectrum, that is what's going to help you live and I'm going to repeat it again, an energetic, a positive, and just a really great life. And sure, it takes work. Like I said, this is changing. In order to live a better life, if you're not doing too well, you do need to change your environment. You do need to talk to new people if maybe you've been, you haven't been talking to the right people. You do need to take those steps, and changing your environment and the people you talk to and opening yourself up to talking to new people is the hardest thing you'll ever do in your entire life. But it is the most and the best thing you'll possibly ever venture on. And this is how you will create a successful foundation for your life, because of your support system. And this is how you build a support system that's worthwhile. So guys, all of that is my 2 cents on building a support system the right way. If you guys have anything to add, please drop it down below. Drop a comment. I would love to read it and hear from you. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. Turn on post notifications, and also make sure you subscribe. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Again, I apologize that the YouTube video is late. My schedule is a little bit backed up right now, but I'm still getting this YouTube video out today. Got it done. And there's gonna be plenty more on my other social medias like my TikTok and also Instagram. So anyways, I hope that you guys are able to find those people that are aligned with your values. I hope that you guys are. I hope that you guys support them as much as they support you, and you're able to grow as a human. And because the foundation that the support in your life rests upon is so massive and so important. And so I hope you guys can find that. And also, a little bit of a side note, you could also be the one who has the wrong perspective in your life. You could be the one creating a false reality for yourself. You could be the one who makes up situations in your head and believes that they're true because it's your brain, your mind, your thoughts. Who else is gonna be wrong, right? So you could definitely be like, and this is in any relationship in your life, if there's conflict. Something to realize is that there's always another perspective on a situation. So what you think did happen may not have been exactly how it happened, exactly how it was said, and exactly how you said it. Or maybe have done it if it was an action, whatever that conflict may be. And so if you're wanting to better your lifestyle and, you know, live a higher level life, like a lot of these influencers and like entrepreneurs preach out the ass, which is something that I also do as well, because I love the mindset behind it. It's fun. There's a right way to do it, and there's a wrong way to do it. If you're the one in the wrong and you cut that other person off, imagine what they're thinking on their end and what they're going through. They're hurt. So before any action is taken, before you cut someone off, make sure you check your facts, you get all sides and the perspectives from both sides. You understand where the other person is coming from. And again, they know how you feel. But it doesn't mean that, like, making sure that they know how you feel doesn't mean that like you're shoving your feelings like in their face and you're just speaking at them. It means that you're sitting back, listening to what they have to say and understanding where they're coming from. And by listening, you're listening to their values, to their intentions. And if you're able to understand where they're coming from, then that will hopefully allow you to see the perspective that you possibly didn't see in the first place. And who knows, guys, like the people that you're cutting off and blocking and like not working on relationships with because you want to grow, you want to be a better person, like they could have been the best relationships that you've ever developed in your life and you just run away from it. They are the ones that could have helped you grow. They are the ones that could have wanted you to grow. They could have been the ones that would have supported you if these things were worked on. So it's not just your side to think about. It's also the other person's side. and also asking yourself what actually happened. And you know, maybe if you weren't, maybe if like you weren't the one in the wrong, and if there's any form of abuse in a relationship that you're in, that is a completely different subject, a completely different conversation. We're talking about the rights and the wrongs when it comes to cutting people off. Not even really just that though. We're talking about improving your life by knowing what good support looks like, knowing how to add good support to your life. And if everything is clearly communicated from your end and their end, but if you're still getting that tension on their end, then it's time to look for some more people. Don't cut them off, but just know that by putting in the work to focus and grow and like make a list of like what kind of support you want, and like work on building better relationships with people that you already know who have, and like who you know support you and you support them back, then like that's where your time and energy, and just by putting your time and energy in that direction is gonna steer you away from this direction. So keep that in mind as you go along in your journey. But that's gonna be it, y'all. I'll talk to you guys soon. Much love. Peace out.